Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. So, if you've been here before, you probably saw my owls. Trying to see if I have one of them handy here. So what I did was I took Dollar Tree owl die cuts and I tried to fill them with UV resin, cure them, and then I was going to put a bezel on the back of them and make them necklaces or key rings, whatever. And when I tried it the first time, number one, these holes are so small. And I was having an issue even with the pipette getting in there. And I was going to order some little micro tipped bottles, but I haven't had a chance to get those. I did get some micro brushes, so I'm going to be using a couple of those. Got my little micro brush here. I also found this little bitty teeny tiny spoon. And I thought if I put my UV resin in there, this is small enough, I should be able to get into these little bitty holes. So, I've had a couple suggestions from my viewers on how to fix this issue. One, I kind of had thought the same idea. I hadn't tried it yet, but I was like, okay, that should work. And what that is because I noticed when I poured the resin on here, it was really hard to get it, keep it from overflowing, right? So, but when when I flipped them over, the other side looked beautiful. Except when I pulled the tape off, it pulled the resin up. So what the viewer suggested was, when I do this, fill them all the way and kind of cover this back part here completely. Cover it in resin. That way when I go to the front and go to pull, it can't pull it out because it's attached to this. Get my drift? So I was like, okay, I'm going to try that. I am trying a different packing tape than last time. Last time I tried a brand I'd never tried before. Normally this is the one I used. If you saw my dragonfly that I made, kind of like the one Sherry Moulton did, I did them. I've done leaves, and I've used that, and it came out and didn't pull them off the wire. And I did them just attached to some thin jewelry wire. So I'm hoping maybe my tape will work. Another suggestion was curing it on the mirror. I've got the mirror here. I don't know if I didn't have it last time or why I didn't use it, but yeah, we're going to cure it on the mirror. What that does is that allows the UV rays to go through and back up. Got airplane. And then another suggestion was, instead of using the packing tape, try using masking tape. And see if maybe that won't pull the design out. Another suggestion was sanding them. So if that doesn't work, we're going to try that next time. And there was one other suggestion that I got the sea animals or whatever. We'll try that if this doesn't work. But I thought I'm gonna try these first few first to see if you guys' ideas work. I'm hoping they do. I think these would be really cute. These are here. This one here is not as cute as that one. That one's cuter. That one's way cuter. These designs down here in the bottom are kind of, I don't know. They're not as, they're too busy. And not to mention, some of them aren't even poked out all the way. So, I don't know how well that's going to work. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take, and I think I'm just going to mix a couple colors of resin up just to try this. I think we're going to do last time we did orange and blue, I think. I think maybe this time we're going to do, how about orange and purple this time? Okay, I have an orange red. We'll use that. And then we will use purple. Alright, I'm going to get my gloves on here. I'm going to try to wear my safety glasses if I can get them over my regular glasses. Because, guys, I haven't had my regular glasses on for this. This is 100% something I need my glasses on for. Oh, train. Train. Every video, guys. Every video. at least one train. Some nights they go a little crazy. So how are we doing tonight, guys? Are we doing good? I hope so. Yeah, see, half of them's not even popped out. Oh well. These are not real expensive die cuts. They're pretty flimsy. But I feel like coated in resin, it's going to give them a little bit of stability. And I just wanted to try it. And I'm not one to accept a failure very long. I'm like, no, I got to try this. You saw my failed resin clock. I redeemed myself and poured it again, and it turned out phenomenal. So, this is attempt number 2. And this is using some viewer suggestions. Again, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Because, I mean, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I really don't. I don't know what to do, you know. I'm kind of lost at that point. I'm like, what do I try now? And, like I said, I had some really good suggestions. And we're going to give them a shot here and see. Alright, so, shake up the orange, red. Who invented these squeeze bottles that are so friggin' hard to squeeze? Takes 2 hands to squeeze this little bitty bottle to get 1 drop out. I mean, I get you don't want it to run out of the bottle, but does it have to be? It gotta be like that? It really gotta be? Both hands just to get 1 drop? Okay. That's kind of pretty. It's kind of a burnt orange. Okay. I'm gonna set this right here. And we're gonna wipe our stick off. We're gonna shake up our purple. I have another Temu haul coming. It is no resin molds. This was not one that I would have normally picked, but they offered to send me some free stuff to review on my channel. And honestly, I hadn't really tried anything other than art and craft stuff. So I was kind of curious, and they let me go in and pick some items, and they're shipping them to me. So we'll do a haul. I got some fun stuff. Kind of just want to see what it's about. Like I said, the only thing I ordered that wasn't art related was I ordered my grandson a t-shirt for Christmas. So, like, that's really the only thing that wasn't art related. Everything else has been art molds, brushes, stuff like that. Arts and crafts items. Alright, I'm going to try this little spoon first here. I think this little thing might be a godsend. Actually not bad. Wow. I don't even know where I got this little thing at. Okay. Hope you guys can see what we're doing here. I'm just filling up these little bottom pieces down here with the purple. Wow. This little spoon is amazing. It found its purpose. It found its purpose in life. Wow. Okay. Still not quite small enough. This thing is so tiny. And this is struggling. But that's alright, because, like I said, we're going to try this idea of doming the back of this. After I fill it here, I'm going to cover the back in clear resin. And see if that makes it where it stays in better. Alright, now let's see. Let's do here in his eyes. I guess if I'm going to dome the whole back, it doesn't really matter if how neat this part is. I just want to be sure I get every little hole filled really good though. Alright. Okay, now we're going to come over here and do this side. We will succeed, one way or another. This is going to be a successful adventure. A successful adventure, guys. Yeah, I wanted some of those little, like, needle tip bottles. I thought how that would be a lot easier. But I'm kind of confused by the sizes on. They're like by mil, and I don't know what. I want the little bitty, teeny ones, because I don't want to put a whole ton of resin in a bottle. And this way, if I need to wash it out, I could probably just take it in after I used it or whatever. I could take it and probably and put alcohol in it and rinse the nozzle really good, squeezing the alcohol out of it, and maybe be able to reuse it. So I don't know, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think, guys. Let's see, let's do these. Do these in the purple. I'll go through here and do all the purple first. So we're having a good night. Everybody doing alright? You got plans for this weekend coming up? work Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Which, oh well, it is what it is. But at least I'm at my store and I'm close. Actually had a young man yesterday. Tell you a good story here, guys. Want to hear a good story? I was working Valentine's Day, and I'm inside, and I mean I have a lot of regulars that I know on a regular basis, but this particular young man, I hadn't really seen him very often. I think I might have seen him once or twice in there, and wasn't like he was somebody that was in there daily. And he comes in the store to get his gas, and he hands me a rose and tells me Happy Valentine's Day. I was just so blown away by that. It was just like, wow. And he was a younger guy, probably, had to guess, maybe 30. Very nice young man. Yeah, wished me Happy Valentine's Day and gave me a rose. Just made my day. I was like, wow. Such a polite young man, such a nice young man. And to do that for somebody that he doesn't really know me, sees me on a rare occasion at the store, but as far as knowing me, he doesn't know me. This one may get more red than purple. Alright, if we have to, we'll make more. It's not like it's hard to do UV resin. Fortunately, there's a mixing to it. We want to zoom in a little bit more here, guys. There we go. Let's move it up a little bit. Alright. Alright, now we're going to take our red here. This one's so much harder to fill. Because the little spots on it are, like I said, they're like weird shapes and stuff. And okay, let's get these. The eyes here. Alright. Y'all are quiet tonight. Oh. Yeah, I know, I'm quiet. Just very intense right now trying to get these in these little slots. Okay, let's do this pupil here. Yeah, the other ideas that I had, that viewers had suggested, somebody had suggested sanding this wood. Well, it's not, I don't think it's, if it's wood, it's balsa wood. And I don't have anything small enough to get in those little holes and sand, really. Because I would think that would be, inside here would be the best place if I was going to sand it. So maybe the resin would adhere to it better. And I get, that's what their idea was. I get that 100%. I think that was a great idea. So that might work. Nope, I'm worried here. Yeah, we might have seepage. Because I have resin that is gone. Alright, we're going to try to fill all this in here. Alright. We'll do this one in a minute. I'm going to get these under here right quick to cure. We'll do the one on the masking tape in a minute. Alright. Get my UV light out here. Alright, we're going to let this cure, guys. I'm going to come back when it's done. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back, guys. Alright, so I cured these. I got them pretty good. I flipped them over. Cured them front and back. This one here, I figured if we're going to give it a fair shot, I took it off the tape. I took a little pokey thing and I poked all the little pieces out. We're going to give it a fair shot. We're going to give it a fair shot. It's not going to... We're going to make sure that it's right. So if it turns out great, it turns out great. So I have a little bit of resin left here that's red. Not a whole lot. We're going to go ahead and use it up. And I'm going to mix up a little bit more. And most of these holes here are filled. There's a few here, like right there, that could use a little bit more. In fact, I'll give it So anyway, what I thought about doing is, because I have colors filled in here, I thought about just taking a little bit of the purple resin on the back here and coating it. Same thing on this one, maybe a little bit of the orange red, coating it, light layer, and curing it. And see if that helps hold the resin in when I pull the other side of the tape off. And then if it works, we'll give it a clear coat. We'll dome it. And we'll make sure that that way, that side's going to be the pretty side. I made sure when I flipped them over that the wood, the best side of the wood is stuck down to the tape. So when we peel it back, it's the prettier side. This was the duller side. Kind of the wood didn't look as good. So I think that's what we're going to do, is we're going to take our UV resin here. And we're going to mix this some purple, and we're going to mix this some red again. Like I said, this time I'm just going to dome the back of it with the resin. And see what happens there. We already cured it a little bit, so it's pretty cured, but it's not fully. And like I said, there's a few blank spots. I was gonna put clear, but I thought, well, I want to kind of fill the blank spots in. So okay, so we're just gonna pour this on the back of here. do too much here. Let me get my silicone tool here. I'm thinking this might be a good idea. Yeah, I think this might be it. This might be the trick to it. Maybe? Maybe. Okay. I'm kind of thinking this might actually be the trick. Like I said, that's just going to be the back of it then. Wow, okay, maybe. Now let me put this red in right quick. Where did I do the red? Oh, here it is. And get it on this piece. We'll get it underneath the lamp. And then we're going to do this one. Alright. We're going to do the same thing here, except we're going to do it with the orange red. I'm going to try to save a little bit of each, if I can. If not, because I want to pour half and half on here. This one has a lot more blank spaces, so this one might not. Might take more. Yeah, this one needs. Probably gonna need the rest of this red, maybe. Alright. Alright, we're gonna get this underneath here. I wanna get this curing. Alright, we're gonna move this over here kind of out of the way. Can't see it, I know. We're not gonna fiddle with it for a minute. We're gonna give it a minute. And like I said, we're gonna cure this one. So I'm gonna put you guys on a pause while we cure this other one. Do the other two right quick. Okay. I'm gonna turn these off for a minute. I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna cure them all, and I'll come back when they're fully cured, and we'll take the tape off and see how they did. With these, I'm just gonna pour half of it in purple. Top half here in purple. do all this in purple right here. And I'm going to do the other half here in red. And then anything that we need to fill in, we'll fill in with clear. I think we might have some ideas here that are going to work. I really do. I think these are going to turn out way better than the last ones at the very minimum. If they're not a complete success, they're going to be 1,000 times better than the last ones at the very minimum. And we might be able to have to work out one more little bug or something here and there. But I really feel like this is kind of the way to do this. Is to basically fill your back with your colors. Because like I said last time, I thought the top was going to be the pretty part here. I thought this part was going to be pretty. Because I thought I was going to be able to get in the little holes all nice and neat. Yeah, that didn't work. So I was like, well, that didn't work. So now we got to try something different here. And that's when I determined when I peeled off the tape, it was like, oh, this side's pretty. When I flipped it over, I was like, well, so the side with the tape on is the pretty side. So, alright. Have this all filled in here. We're going to slide this underneath the UV lamp, and I will be back when they are all cured, guys. We're back, guys. So we're going to attempt this. We're going to see if this comes off. Hopefully. Oh, I think maybe this is going to work, guys. Aside from my gloves sticking to the tape like crazy. And we're going to have to dome the front. But guess what? Can you see them? They're there. I don't know if you can see behind it. Okay, so we're going to dome the front. Didn't pull any of the one little piece right here, little bitty tiny piece. But that's it. Didn't pull the resin out. Oh, this one pulled a little piece out. Right here. Okay. Alright. Fingers stuck to the tape. Alright, let's see what this one does. Here's the masking tape. Let's see if we can pull it out. Yeah, see, it's not cured on the back side of it. But it pulled out just fine. I'm going to stick it underneath here. I'm going to put you guys on a pause. I'm going to clear coat these, dome them, stick them under, and when we come back, I'll show you guys how they turned out. And I will put the bezels. Can you see the colors in them? There you go. See the colors, the red and purple? Very pretty. This one turned out orange, a little more of the orange red on it than anything. But the idea works. I know now what I need to do. I still want to get those little bottles because I feel like they'd even be better than this for filling them. And the next ones I'm going to do, I think they're bees and moths. I don't think they're sea creatures. I think they're bees and moths. I thought they were sea creatures, but they're not. So I think we're going to try those next when I get the little bottles. And we're going to see how those turn out. Alright, I'm going to kill this for now. Put you guys on one more pause, and then I'll come back and we'll see how these turn out. Okay, guys. So they are done. Done. My thoughts on this. So, I was going to show you here what I was going to use on the back of them. I have these bezels, all different colors, shapes, sizes. And they go on the back of your jewelry. Let's see, I think I want to... There we go, kind of a bronzy looking one. And what I'll do is put this on the back, just like so. Just like that, and put a necklace on it. I have to glue it on there. Now what I think I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to set this out in the sun. It still needs a little bit more curing. It's not 100% done, but down here in South Florida, if I put it out in the sun for a couple hours tomorrow, it'll be beautifully cured. And then I'll glue this on, and I'll probably give it another coat just because it could use one more. But I don't know if you can see that, guys. Let me turn the flash on here, maybe that'll help. Can you see it? The red and the purple. And this is the back side. This one here. This is the one that was on the masking tape. So it didn't do half bad. It's like it didn't do bad at all. Train again. Train again. And then this is the other one. I love this one. This one turned out pretty good. So I'm gonna cure these out in the sun tomorrow. Give them another coat of resin, and I may insert them in tomorrow night's video just to show you guys how they turned out. Because this is 90% there. Like I said, I think if I can fine tune it by getting one of those little micro bottles, I really think that this is the route to go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots that don't have colored resin. They do have clear resin in them, but they don't have the colored. But the rest of these cured nice, look nice, are holding in good. So I think we found the way to do it, guys. It's a long video, I'm sorry. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. If you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If anybody else has any additional suggestions, please put them in the comment section. I'd be more than willing to hear them out because the last couple comments worked really well. The masking tape I didn't do bad either. Although my clear tape that I used this time did a whole lot better. It didn't pull them out. And the covering the back with the resin to keep the resin from pulling out the front was genius. So whoever told me that, I can't remember who it was in the comment section. I'm getting a few of them at a time now, but it was a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Thank you so much. Alright, guys. Bye for now.